Good day to you.
Well, who can I send? I have all these notices and no courier. Fine. You look capable. Stern in the brow, proud of bearing. You are just what we need to deliver these notices. You'll do it, won't you? You've got to do better than the last fellow. There's pay. It's for the war effort. We're in Rathir. This is the war effort. How do you think we get a steady flow of soldiers into Cluricon? You've got to be organized, and everyone's got to pitch in. I'm the chief of recruitment, and don't think I've got time to go around handing out notices. Those notices are only the beginning. Went and broke his little leg. Oh, Lunala's tears. Hasn't a notion of how important our work is. No sense of the bigger picture. Notices of duty to denizens of Rathir selected to serve. The work can be hard, and you've got to, well, look the part. I'll give you a list of names, and you get each of them to accept their card. Easy as that. Well, what do you say? Will you do it? What I need are boots on the ground in Cluricon. I shouldn't say this, but if anyone can't or won't accept the notice, find someone else. Or make them. Whatever you need to do. Take these cards, deliver them to Runir Westnon, Maywin Wyvern Gif, Afendel, and Varen Seawine. Almain? Odd. All can be found in Rathir, and I can be found in the officers' hall on the burn when you're finished. You can't fight a war without soldiers. True, we contract the war-sworn and volunteers arrive daily, but it's not always enough. Citizens of Rathir are selected on... Well, the process is secret. Even I don't know how. They're selected, a notice is sent, and they serve. Now, be on your way.
Please, find Selny. Tell her we betrayed. The lower tunnels. Go. Tell Selny. No one else. Betrayed.
That's 5 gold over market.
Students of magic, masters of spells.
Oh, there's no use. I've lost the keys. Now Gwalch may'll have my head if I can't think up something fast. Say, you're not good with locks, are you? Would you help a poor fellow who's down on his luck? Me, Gwalchme calls me lad whenever he wants me, and the others call me hardly anything at all. Just fetch this and lift that. With all these people walking around, you'd figure someone would help me after I lost my keys. Well, he's a good enough master, all in all. Sees to it I earn every coin of my wages, though. No standing about, not in his shop. Yes, as in, no need for keys. Ace with a lockpick. Gwalchme wants an old red ledger from the storeroom in the customs house. Oh, I'm afraid they're lost for good. Now, I might have dropped them here, or at Kest's table the other night. But it's just as likely I dropped them in Bracken Bay after I'd had an ale or 3 at the Seafoam. chest it's in. That is, yes. Although I don't know which one it is. But it's down there, somewhere. Oh, now don't worry. Nothing in the storeroom's seen the light of day in years. No one will mind if you pick a few locks before you find it. Gets these ideas into his head. Needs this old thing, needs that new thing. This time it's shard prices by the decade. Something to do with a deal he is or isn't striking with that Karasta trader. Oh, the things they say about that Lanshi. That she talked a Jotun out of his own hammer once. And another time sold some Varani fool his own silk for twice as much, after cutting it to ribbons and winding it on spools. Chamber of Trade basement. Just head toward the keys.
Do not miss Leogriff's many marks. Novels.
A prayer for our troops.
Move along, citizen.
Cost a lot by sea. I thought the meddler was taken care of along with the gnome. Go on. Hawks will want to hear this.
very heroic, my fine little war swan. You have tracked and fought your way to my very door, but the vault has been emptied and Lord Beeson has flown to Eamon's Isle. You don't even know, do you? Your own history. Well, let it stay buried. Out of your hands, out of mine, and in Beeson's. Fear not. The Farlangi shall bring a beauty terrible and sublime into the world. Now!
Good day, friend.
That's so then. Well, above decks.
Beeson. The Beeson. If it's true he's gone to Eamon's Isle, we must follow immediately. I know a ship's captain here in the city. Hopefully Captain Gonthorm isn't already hired. Take this, a token from Delphric himself. We should send word of our discoveries to him immediately. Some say he is a match for Calidus and that he sits on the Orbicant. Either way, he's a mage of considerable power. If he's behind all of this, then I fear this is only the beginning. It was built in the time of the First Sworn. No Niscaric artifacts are stored there, but if the accounts are true, much of our early wisdom was kept in the Stronghold's chapel. The founders of our order long ago, they amassed great knowledge about fighting Niscaru, nearly all lost and forgotten. Any time she was not on duty, she spent among our histories and our ancient sites. I learned from her what the Warsworn were and the things we lost. But she never found the secret she was looking for. As soon as a ship can be chartered, yes. Search for Captain Gonthorm on the docks. If he has a ship free, I believe he will take us. You, bring word to ancient Delphric. Now, let's get to the keys.
Step up. See what I have to sell. The goods here you'll not find the likes of anywhere else. Not without braving the raging seas, at least. It's my brothers that ply the seas and bring me goods to trade. When I tire of Rithia, I'll wait till they return and back up on the foam. Aye. The watch sees all.
Curios,
Those Verani want to swindle me. I can't charge
there anything
5
that
gold a
can't be
hand for
found here?
this.
They say old Abergast who lived...
mages worth their salt buy from Leogryphs. A pleasure, I assure you. I've been supplying scholars and students alike for many a year. Those rare and potent marvels unavailable within their compound, I am happy to supply. To be honest, I never actually passed the initiation trials. An oversight, I assure you. Arrogant fools. Lyria's light guide you. Curios!
Greetings. You have come to Gwalchmay's goods, provisioner to all Rathir, to high and low, great house and sparrow alike. Yes, what about him? I sent him on an errand and I'm still waiting. They are the rag pickers and dust grubbers of the city. Mind you, I don't let them in the front door. Appearances, not to mention odors. Humble servant to great house, sparrow and soldier alike. Women and men in want of things make their way to Gwalchmay's goods. The great families of Rathir, of course. As rich in power as in gold. Visit the upper city and see them yourself. Worth the climb, if you ask me. Very good, then.
Is there anything that can't... This is the sage crafting table. I can help you with gems and shards and the like. If you want general goods, you should speak to Master Gwalchmay over there. I can't tell if he's lazy or clever, but he gets away with so much for his age. Oh, he's been very good to me. I knew my gems were good, but they wouldn't seem to sell in a market stall. They do better here. Goodbye.
It's fine, gold ever market.
Sailor in all Amalur.
I'll sell you weapons, but if it's armor you need, you'll have to speak to that husband of mine. I like to think that every weapon I forge just might kill one of those two Arthur. That's what helps me sleep at night. Him? If you've any love of life, don't talk to him. Can't abide a joke, can't enjoy a drink. Come see me again.
Sif Sader at your service. Don't mind the racket, just my wife at Harpy across the way. First and greatest mistake I ever made. Only thing sharper than her wares is the tongue in her mouth. Proud is right, and why not? Fitted most of the Alfar army. No frills, no finery. Just good hard steel.
Good. 10 years. This siege has gone on too long.
Curios, talismans, items of power.
Ruwani, apothecary, alchemist, importer, and cultivator at your service. I've always found the mystery of herbs and fungi far more fascinating than anything else. As soon as I was old enough, I was apprenticed to the great Rilf Janik. He was the great alchemist of the plains of Erethel. Quite eccentric, but brilliant. His daughters in Emer took after him, and people think I'm weird. Good day.
Welcome, friend, to the Luminary Leaf, bookseller extraordinaire. Nearly any book you can imagine can be found here, at the Luminary Leaf, be it history, verse, or scholarship. Though, I must confess, we are not as well supplied in gnomish texts as I would like. The ancient steps of our founder and prophet are dear to any Rathiri's heart, but mine shall always stir to the brave tales of the war-sworn of old, pitting steel and valor against chaos itself. In truth, I once thought I might be a poet, but it seems in the end I am more shepherd than ram to my flock of tomes. Ah, you see? My metaphors always run amok somehow. Now, while many books can be found only within Scholia Arcana walls, others can only be found without. Gnomish texts, magical controversies. Helluin tugs at the heartstrings. Midara's mists at dawn takes my breath away. If you seek something a bit more rough and lively, the Varani Kesseniki or Sea Chance might be worth a read. Fare thee well.
A goner is what I am.
Students of magic, masters of spells.
My friend.
Breeze is nice, eh?
My ship is free, and its course is yours to plot, my friends. Were it not Warsworn asking, I wouldn't sail such treacherous northern waters or set foot on an island so long forsaken. But for you, I'll go. I'll go. Some years back, I caught the eye of a pirate lord named Derries. Nearly burned, murdered, and thieved me out of business. I called on the Warsworn, and it took but 3 of them to hunt down Derries, recover my cargo, and save my hide. The Stalwart, she's called. A worthy vessel. You'll find no taverns with warm fires or feather beds on that rock. Stones and bones and rot is all. Captain, trader, and a friend of the Warsworn at your service. Whenever you wish it, friends, you need but give the word. Then climb aboard. The seas may be rough, but you and your comrade need not fear. You're in able hands.
The city watch.
Look, that's the fortress over there. I wonder what will we find? And what Beeson has already found. I wish my searchers turned up half as much as yours. These mages call themselves Farlongi, but no one has ever heard of them. Half of those I spoke to hadn't heard of what happened at Brigand Hall, and they, if anyone, should have. They're supposed to watch for such things. Beeson has cloaked his actions well. So much majesty, though now in ruins. Imagine what it must have been when all of this was glorious and new. I fear that he's already come and gone, and we still don't know what he wanted here. We must find our way into the fortress. I'm certain that's where they'll be. So this is it. Eamon's Isle. These were once awesome towers and ramparts. a tall peach, a banner snapping in the breeze. Imagine, Kerwin, fair and mighty, stood there and gazed out on the ocean. More Falangi. I think they've seen us. Why did Beeson come here, I wonder? What was he after? My mother was here, long ago. She saw many ancient places in her time. First the ancient vault, and now here. But what do they hope to find? There are no relics here, only lost knowledge. Maybe knowledge more powerful than any relic. We should be close to the chapel now. The chapel of the Look out! I need a closer look. If I'm not mistaken... This is it. All Beeson's plans, written here in our own recorded history. The mural tells of the mage Farlong, who sought to make himself a king of Niskaru, and how Aegon thwarted him. Beeson thinks he will succeed where Farlong failed. And he just might. Because he could not learn what he needed to know anywhere else. Everything he needs is written here, down to the last detail. Beeson's minions call themselves Farlongi. As Beeson does now, the mage Farlong gathered cursed artifacts and used them to raise a host of lesser Niskaru. Do you see? Beeson follows Farlong's path at every step. I think we must. Farlong tried to free a Niskaru lord from its mountain prison. With such power behind him, he would have been unstoppable. As Beeson seeks to mimic Farlong, so we must match Eamon and stop him. A chaotic being of immense power. If it were loosed upon the world... But it must not. It mustn't. Yes, he did. The mystic hammer, forged by Eamon for the hands of his son Aegon. It alone could halt Farlong's spell and restore the Niskaru lord to his prison. I know of it, but not its location. But Delphric may be able to help with that. Return to Shieldring Keep. I will travel to Ironfast Keep in Detir and learn all I can. Meet me there. It seems he was a prince whose father squandered and lost his kingdom. He was raised, hunted, and a beggar. Then he found the Niskaru lord Kamazandu in its mountain prison. It whispered to him, said it could help him win back his birthright. That's how it began. In truth, it's as much library as chapel. A place of memory. My mother, she described it so vividly. We didn't find him here, but we did, I think, find something he doesn't want us to know. Pray Mitharu, we did not learn it too late. The Mystic Hammer is among the few ancient relics named in our records. I am sure. Go to Shieldring Keep, where ancient Delphric can help you find it. I will be at Ironfast, learning what I can. When you have the hammer, find me there.
There you are. Is it time to return? There was no place safe for landing but here, I'm afraid. And that's a certain thing then, is it? I think we'll not see this scrap of shore again once we go. Off we go then.
Stand aside.
Yes? I have a moment I can spare for you. Good day.
As soon as I received news of your discoveries, I learned whatever I could of the Alfar Lord, Amalur Beeson. He is indeed a powerful man, a member of the Orbicont, or he was, until he proposed using Niskaru in the war. He was laughed off the council, and then vanished, taking some of Rathier's most powerful mages with him. What we are, what we once were, does nothing lie still in this world? We have our honor and our swords. Let us cling to that. Trapped within a mountain? Can we be certain this isn't merely an old legend? But can we afford to take the chance? Sir Beeson somehow learned of this forgotten story and the mural depicting it on Eamon's Isle. Devious. Very devious. Beeson was among the powerful of Rathier before the power of Niskaru turned his head. If anyone can complete Farlong's work, it is Beeson. Yes, I see. It should be in Aegon's tomb. Alas, pledge shield, none below Oathblade are permitted inside our sacred places. But this is easily solved. For your valor and honor, in the name of the First Sworn, I bestow upon you the rank of Oathblade. Take this as a token of the honor. Now, the tomb lies just south of Ulcerund. It opens only with this key. Proceed to Ironfast once you have the hammer. It is a curious fact. For her father, Aegon, Cerwyn built a grave fit for a king, while both she and Aemon, her father's father, vanished into the east and were lost to us. She died by treachery in Cluricon long ago. Cursed rings turned her comrades against her, and with her death, it is said, the age of the First Sworn came to an end. So many mysteries surround the founder of our order. Where he learned the secrets of forging and fighting, how he originally came to the Faelands, where he went alone in his last days, traveling east beyond Cluricon's eastern mountains. Ordinarily, the rank is reserved for proven veterans of the field. There is also usually a ceremony, but that will have to wait, I'm afraid. The accounts say it was crafted for Aegon himself. None other has ever wielded it, and I'm not sure any other can. It may be for nothing, but I suppose it is the only hope we have. And by the First Sworn, may you know victory.
The fires abated, the rock cloven by time, and the cascades sauntering through this vale. The architect finished crafting the she. This haunting beauty, a mystic requiem for the fading of Ashara's other children. It will forever remain the body of the forest, built from an ordered wilderness, constructed by a natural chaos.
When Amalur became ill. We had stopped so he could catch his breath when the Fae came storming out of their ruin. They took him past the barrier to the south, and I haven't seen him since.
I'm a seamstress, an excellent one. Lot of good it's doing me right now.
Please, my husband needs help. I can't bear to think about what the Fae are doing to him in there.
I hardly know where we are, let alone what this place is. I just want my husband back. I've heard that these wilds are the last place in Detir to find the Fae undisturbed. They took him to a ruin beyond that fork in the road. I tried to stop them, but they won't release him until the curse is removed. I have no idea what they're speaking of. Please, help us! Thank you so much. The Fae took him through the narrow pass nearby.
Hail, adventurer. Are you here to present an offering to Mitharu?
Farewell, adventurer.
do not belong here, mortal. The crown of the sun is a Fae domain. I am the guardian of the crown of the sun. I watch over the new keepers as they meditate in preparation for their time at the crossing. It will be some time yet before I have new charges to shepherd. They are summer Fae, but their minds have been altered. They attack any who travel the sands, be they mortal or Fae. I do not wish to speak to you about Fae affairs, mortal. This place is older than your mind can grasp, and it will remain long after you are gone. Ulcerand is the last bastion of the Fae in Detir, one of the few places in these desert lands where we are plentiful.
This life offers two choices. Fight or die. Those who choose to live face conflict. It is the natural balance of this world. The weeds preclude the flower's bud. The spider's web arrests the fly. The water carves the rock. In the dry waste of Detir, in the land known as Ulcerand, the House of Valar became the home of this primal force.